Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in a Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the new keybinds that I'm using, and what I would recommend to you guys, what are the best keybinds for keyboard and mouse. And one of the problems that I had is I really did like my keybinds, but I felt like I needed just a few more buttons, and on my mouse I had two. There's some mouses that you can have literally like 20 binds on them, but mine had only two, so I really needed like a few extra keybinds. So I found a way to really fix that problem, and it helped me out quite a bit, and also helped me improve a lot better in keyboard and mouse, because as you guys know, I do play on controller. I'm not the best keyboard and mouse player by any means, but these really did help me out, so I would recommend giving them a try. And before we get into the video, I have a weekly V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks every week. So if you guys want a chance to enter that giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on my post notifications so you guys get notified for every video. And also so you can see the winner of the giveaway, and as well leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway for a chance to win 2,000 free V-Bucks. So make sure you guys do enter, and alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so I wanted to be showing you guys the keybinds that I started using, and this helped me out completely. I had a few problems finding out a few binds. There's one thing I really wanted, and that was movement binds, because you can have double movement on keyboard and mouse, and it's super effective. I'll show you guys exactly how that works, but I found out a really good way to kind of solve all those problems. So basically, I moved the WASD, the movement keys, to the complete right side of the keyboard. I have, I believe, I, J, K, and I also have L, so I have those buttons that I use for the movement. So basically, I have almost the exact same keybinds. I basically just moved it over to the complete opposite side of the keyboard. I did this for a few reasons, and I'm going to show you guys the exact reasons why this is super good. So here, I'm just going to go into my keybinds, show you guys just what I have. So here, as you can see in the movement left, I have J, and then I also have left, which is one of my arrow keys, which is, I think, just below the L button, which I'll put a picture on I'll put on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you have the keyboard, and on the right side, so normally when you have a space bar that you would use to jump, but instead if you move your movement binds over to the right side of the keyboard, at the bottom right you have an extra 3 or 4 buttons. So instead of having one space bar that you use for your thumb, you now have 3 buttons. So for those buttons, I use another movement bind. In the middle, I use jump, and on the right side, that is where I use my other movement bind. So basically, instead of having like a big space bar to just only jump, I now have 2 movement binds and also my jump key that I can all press with my thumb, which really solved my problem. Because I think before I hit like V or something like that, I basically had to get really creative with it when I wanted to have movement. But now it's very easy. And when it comes to getting used to these binds, one thing that I noticed is they're really not that difficult, because you pretty much have the exact same binds. It's just not for spacebar. Instead of hitting the entire spacebar, you just have one button. So it just feels a little bit different in that aspect, but every other bind is going to be in the exact same placement. So it's not going to take you like 5 weeks to get used to this, maybe like a day or 2 at most, because everything's the exact same except for your jump key is just going to be a single key instead of having the entire spacebar. And when I was running back and forth, I'm just showing you what happens when you have double movement. Because when you're on the controller, you have the 360 movement. You can move whatever direction you want to. But on keyboard and mouse, as you can see, if you want to turn to your side, you pretty much have to turn your entire character. But when you have double movement binds, for those guys who don't know, you can basically run sideways in a way that it really gives you more FOV. Because normally on keyboard and mouse, you just have the WASD, so you can only turn in 4 or 8 different directions. You can't turn sideways, you can't have like a diagonal run. But when you have double movement binds, it allows you to be able to. So if you want to run in a diagonal sort of way so you can place your builds on the side, maybe you need to go for like an edit on that side, it makes it a lot easier to do, and also it really gives you more FOV when you are looking at the certain directions. So I would highly recommend trying these binds out. And another thing I did, I'm just showing you guys the binds. I still might change a few things. I have crouch as B, auto run as equals. You can have auto run on whatever, but I'm just showing you guys the settings that I might change just a few small things here and there. But another thing that I would really recommend is for weapon slot 1 or whatever weapon slot you have your shotgun on. I would really recommend having, what I do is I scroll my mouse wheel down to pull out my shotgun. I really like that because you pull your shotgun almost every single fight when you're close range, and it's just very easy and very effective just to scroll down on the scroll wheel instead of hitting a button. I really like that bind. I really recommend it. Views, I just hit H, and these are just my other binds for weapon slot. And really, it's really just a personal preference, whatever binds you like to have. Those are just the ones I have. I may or may not change just the small things here and there, but most of the things I'm going to keep exactly the same. Crouch I have as B, and the one thing that I really liked is, so on the keyboard, I would hit shift, that's also the same key used to like make a capital letter. I hit that key to place my floor, but that is the size of 2 keys. So when I'm on the right side, or when I switch my movement bind over to the right side of my keyboard, I basically now, instead of just having 1 key to hit with my pinky, I now have 2 binds. So I still press shift with my pinky, and not shift, I still place my floor, that's the bind I had. I still press my floor with my pinky, but I also use that to hit crouch as well. So moving everything over to the right side really gives you an additional probably, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 keys that you can now use, which is very effective, because for myself, I only had 2 keys on my mouse, so I really needed some extra binds to try to throw on to try to, make do with what I had. And I really do like moving everything over. It just took me a second to get used to only hitting, instead of hitting a big shift key, and I'm now hitting just 1 letter. And same with jump, I'm now hitting 1 key instead of hitting an entire space bar. So everything is a little bit weird, everything a little bit different. I have inventory on my space bar. I might end up changing that, and I do just press that with my thumb. And like I said, these are the key binds that I threw on. I was kind of trying different things out, but I really do like having everything on that right side, because it gives up and it frees an additional couple keys, which can be very, very useful. And I feel like a lot of pros probably won't end up switching to this. I think it's very effective, but if it isn't broke, then don't fix it. If you feel like you don't have any issues whatsoever, then you could probably just keep whatever you have. But for me, I feel like there was just a few extra keys that I need, and switching everything over to that side really did free up a few keys and made it exactly how I like. So I would really recommend giving this a try. I find it very useful, very effective, and something that I really enjoy using time and time again. And of course, like I said, I do play controller. I'm definitely playing a lot more keyboard and mouse, just trying to try different things out, because I definitely want to make some more tips and tricks for those guys who play on keyboard and mouse when it comes to binds, things like that. So I've been trying out a bunch of different things when it comes to editing, resetting, different type of binds that I like to use in game, all that kind of stuff. Because when it comes to keyboard and mouse, there is pretty much everything's the same, except for you have a few more binds, which can really be a make or break when you're talking about gunfights. But there is a few specific differences when it comes to keyboard and mouse that I really wanted to make videos on. So I'm definitely playing a lot more keyboard and mouse, trying to get a lot better at it. Of course, I'm not the greatest. I feel like I'm pretty decent at building and editing. One thing I really have to work on is my aim. I feel like my aim is not as good as I would like it to, but I'm probably just going to download like Hovax or something like that and practice a little bit. And if you guys didn't see my other video where I gave like the best binds for beginner players, I basically had the exact same binds. I just moved everything over to the right side of the keyboard, with the exception of just my inventory. I moved that to spacebar. I might end up changing. I don't know what I want on spacebar. I think I might just keep it as that, unless I have an extra bind that I'd want, because it's super easy to press with the thumb. And I feel like inventory was just like the right move for me. And plus, just I think the crouch is, I think I had it on like caps or something like that. I ended up moving it over, or maybe I had it on my mouse. I don't know if I had it on caps or mouse at the time. And so the crouch button, I've been moving around. I believe I have it on B right now. So I just been moving a few things like that around. But other than that, I've kept every single thing the exact same. I really do like the binds I have. I think they're very good, very comfortable to use. So I would really recommend checking out that video if you really want to see the binds I had before I switch over to the side, so you can really have like a good idea on how everything is. So those are the binds that I'm currently using. Like I said, I really recommend trying out throwing everything over to the right side. If you guys don't like it, then of course you can switch it back right away. But I do find this very helpful and very useful for a lot of reasons. Frees up an extra couple keys that you can now use for different things that you may not had room for. So maybe like a marker key, maybe for one of your weapons, instead of having to reach all the way up and hit like one of the numbers, then you can have something that's right next to you. Because for my shotgun, I just flick down, and then for my SMG, I basically just click. I used to hit Q. I think I now hit the U button. So I find that very useful to hit a key that's right next to me when it comes to weapon slot, editing, different things like that. But anyways, guys, that's my part for this video. Hope you guys found this video very helpful and very useful, because this really did help me out quite a bit. And like I said, I'm probably going to try to post a few more keyboard and mouse videos, because no lie, compared to controller, keyboard and mouse feels extremely smooth. Just the way the mouse just glides across your mouse pad. I really do like it, so I'll definitely be making a lot more videos in the future. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys could, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.